the NTZ crew. That's Jacob Tanjay. Thank you, brother. All my old heads. I see Doubt with Genius on here. Special shout out to all my channel members. That's Harry Shoulders. He said pancakes for dinner. Robert Morris, Mr. Passport King. There's the Beach of Life. He said, let's fight fair in the chat. Yeah. What's up, Jeffrey Tatter? I see all of y'all, man. Any new viewers and subscribers joining us today, welcome. Anybody catching this on replay? Hey, Xavier. You know, the peso is 58.57. It's the same as it was yesterday. The highest for 2024 was 58.92. That happened in June of 2024. So it's a great time to be in the Philippines right now, man. If you are on the fence about exchanging money, you better exchange it. We don't know what that exchange rate is going to do. Right now, it's great. Hey, Roger Walker, Angelo Habib, did you hook up with Kaz? What's up, Retired 2019? I hope you watched that workout video I uploaded for my channel members. I love LaChine. I didn't know you were 60, man. That picture you sent me with the LaChine, man, you look young. What are you? Dyeing your hair like the Filipino tradition? But man, you look young. I didn't know you were 60. But the title of the vlog today, the live stream, is when you're in the Philippines, do as the Filipinos do. It's all about respect. I just want to talk about some things that you may want to know about the culture. Just some basic stuff. Remember, I'm not an expert on the Philippines. I haven't even scratched the surface. It's too much to know, but this is just some general stuff that I think y'all should know. To make your trip here better. He said, good DNA. What's up, everybody? I see y'all on here. That severe tropical storm, Christine, it wasn't a typhoon, but it might as well have been. It wreaked havoc on the country, especially in Luzon. Here's the final numbers. Well, it's coming in so far. 85 dead. And they blame, flash floods and landslides on the majority of people that died. There was a video circulating around of a landslide, man. It just covered several homes, man. There was no chance of them surviving that. 41 still missing, 70 injured. 4.36 billion pesos in damages, man. And if you don't think that's enough, here comes another typhoon. Leon, or Leon, however you want to pronounce it. It's already in the Philippine area of responsibility. See, yesterday I didn't know what that PAR meant, but it's already reached the Philippine area of responsibility. And they're getting ready to label it Signal 1. So they recover from that, and here comes another one. This is why I don't get into those arguments about infrastructures and stuff. You're not comparing apples to apples. That's why these discussions are so stupid. If you were comparing apples to apples, then okay, it'll be a fair debate. Let's debate it. But you're not. How many typhoons has Thailand had? How many do they have during the year? Does anybody know? But everybody wants to compare Thailand infrastructure and all that. Okay, I get it. But just enjoy your fourth quarter where you are. Make the best of it, man. I'm not going to debate anybody about that stuff because I know what's going on over here. Now, there's no news is good news as far as this Elliot Eastman. I don't have any updates. I scoured the internet, the news, overseas, everything. I couldn't find it. Now, yesterday, Michael Beach of Life said that he got word that 2 suspects were arrested. I couldn't find that, so I'm not going to report it. But the no news is good news. All these vloggers are backtracking now. All you got to do is go on my community page, man. I'm the voice of reason. I try to be. When they found that body in that water, I told y'all where it was. That's a Filipino that been in that water. You got to understand, man. If this notebook were the map of Zamboanga Peninsula, you would say Sabuco Town is right here. Where they found that body was way over here. Okay? I'm sorry, man. I knew it wasn't him. But now they're backtracking. Everybody wants to scoop. I'm just to sit back and let the authorities do their job, man. They're a whole lot better at solving these cases than me. But everybody wants to scoop. So let's just hope that the young man is found alive and is returned to his family so he can get back to living, man. What's up, Golden Gate? Yeah, Jacob Chanje. He said, show some love, guys. Get the thumbs up. I mean, it's free, man. I don't understand. People sit on here and they soak up all this entertainment and information, and they too ornery just to hit the like button, to get the video out, to help my channel. You don't have to send a super chat. You don't have to send a PayPal. Hit the damn like button. That's good enough. Bunch of haters on here. I like to entertain my haters. But yeah, Jeffrey said Thailand doesn't have typhoons, just heavy rainfall. Yeah, well then stop. These guys need to stop trying to compare the infrastructures. You're not comparing apples to apples. Colin B said, Leon, they say supposed to turn away from Luzon, the latest I heard. I just got off the internet. They say it's already in the Philippine area of responsibility. Let's hope. Because they already named it. Leon must be a brother. What's up, Marvin Alexander? Yeah, let's keep our heads about this case. That's all. Because it's no longer even on the front pages over here. Remember, the news cycle keeps going, man. The world keeps spinning. The earth keeps spinning, man. There's thousands, millions of people being affected by this severe tropical storm, Christine. And y'all want to worry about one guy, which, yeah, that's good, but that's not the way they do business in the world. What's up, Curtis Ali? He said, must be a brother. Yeah, Curtis, Typhoon Leon. If we want to keep talking about it, keep his name circulating, that's good. I applaud you for that, but people are struggling over here. People are dying. 85 people dying. So his life means more than anybody else's life. I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm saying we're being insensitive, man, when we want to put that case above all the rest of what's going on. Let's hope we find him. He said, yeah, brother. But I want to talk about something real quick. I almost forgot. Y'all see that I posted a video about I married a monster. About the couple in Louisiana that were found dead. And I hope y'all read that link. Because most people comment before they ever read the link. Some guys like, oh, why don't you quit bashing black men? Why didn't you put a white man on the thumbnail? This is true. Look under that video. I said, fool, because that's their actual picture. It was a black man that was involved. But they do that without reading the article. It was a sad, sad case, man. It was sad because I went to her Facebook page and I put a picture to a name, man. And neither one of those people looked like they were having any problems in the world. Looked like they were a happy couple, man. But he ended up, stabbing her 36 times and then jumping off the bridge. Now, YouTube, they penalized me for that. They didn't monetize that video because because I said that S word. Whenever you talk about self-harm, they'll zap you. I didn't get any strikes or anything, but they said, yeah, we're not going to monetize that video, 18 and over. But it's a sad case, but it bears witness to what I talk about getting to know who you're with over here. Man, these relationships take off like a rocket. That's the only way I can explain it. How fast it all happens, man. Especially from the time you start chatting. Oh, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. This is my fiance. We're promising to marry women. Then we get over here. We go straight from the airport to the hotel. We start making plans to get married and, apply for the visa. And we don't know each other. This is the crazy thing about these relationships. But when I call them abnormal, people push back. That's abnormal behavior right there. Mr. Passport King said a couple look pretty happy in their photos posted on Facebook. It did, man. They did. The guy looks like a mal-mannered guy, but I've seen it all before. There was a photographer in my hometown. Him and his wife got a divorce. The wife got, started dating another man, and she kept pushing it in his face. And he snapped. He killed the wife, shot the man 7 times. The man survived. I mean, that was a miracle. Just you can't explain why he survived. But the photographer was a mal-mannered man. Had never been in any trouble in his whole life. Didn't even have a police record. Jew says, off topic question, big bro. How do you shave your head? Disposable razors? Yeah. Maryland does that. About every, 2 or 3 days or something like that. But there was a guy who sent me something, man. I mean, he was really nice, but of course, I don't know where to get the blades for this damn thing. Where it goes by, you use it like this. You can shave in the shower and everything. But let's take that in account when we start meeting these women. And women, when you start meeting these men. Get to know them before you start out making all of them commitments and everything. Hey, Status Boom X, he said, keep giving people this work. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. 007 Imagine said, what's up, peeps? Kamal said, serious issue on the channels of many brothers. Even Kevin Samuels with 1 million subscribers would shut it down to enforce the likes. Yeah, he would. I mean, hell, he wouldn't even start without a certain amount of super chats and stuff. Because, he's like, look, don't be taking me for granted. Hey, thank you, Roger. He said, your new phone has a great picture. Yeah, see, when I got this new phone, anybody that's just joining us, I had to get a new phone, man. I cracked this damn thing again. And I told y'all before that it was just a universe saying, get a new phone. And I did. And now this phone miraculously will allow me to do my live streams on YouTube horizontally. This one won't. But yeah, let's slow down a little bit. You don't have to be in a rush. They're not going anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They don't have the money. They don't have a visa. Just be more responsible. I Love LaChan said the girl being willing to rush to marriage that quick should be a red flag big time. And the man, for us to go along with it. You don't have to go along with it. Just say, hey, slow down. He said, yeah, you're right. You can't judge upstanding looking people. Beware of the preacher, but listen to the world. He said, you speak so much truth. Big ups to you. Thanks, man. This is what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing, brother. That's all, but I think that's a big problem over here. It's the reason why a lot of men end up losing their life savings and getting scammed and We just need to slow down, man. You know, they're not going anywhere. What's up, Willie Rivers? Are you back over here? I don't know if it's just the Willie I'm thinking about. Retard 2019 said guys trying to lock down the pussy. Yeah. And you don't have to do that. Harry Schroeder said vloggers are limiting chat. What's he say? If you haven't subscribed and been in the room for 5 minutes. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. I should. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start. You can only comment if you're a subscriber. I hate to do it, man, but it's just too many people, man. They just won't even hit the like button. It's so simple to do that. What's up, Chief? Okay, he's in Toledo, Ohio. Okay. Yeah, get the likes up. But I wanted to just touch on that this morning because y'all overlook stuff like that. Those are the videos that you really should pay attention to. Because when you get over here, you're going to see how fast everything moves. It's going to blow you away. You're going to be happy because a lot of us are desperate, man. We're lonely. We don't have time for a lot of games and stuff. We want to go from 0 to 100 real quick. You know, we got the hot pants on, the sex pet prayer, everything. When we get off that plane, we ready. It's gold. And sometimes it'll cost you, man, your life savings or your life. That's all I wanted to say about that. Another video I made between last live stream and this one was, I was talking about these dating sites. It's more to these dating sites than meets the eye. It's like walking into a casino. Thomas Marshall said, Cal, I saw where that body was found and where Eastman was kidnapped. I said that's a long distance apart. Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, they're even on different sides of the bay, if you look at it. Where Maguindanao is, the bay is, you know, is like south. Where from Sabuco town, the ocean was on his west. It's impossible for a body to float from where he was, but it doesn't mean he had to float there. He could have been, you know, taken there. I mean, they would have been caught. Somebody would have saw that because they would have had to eventually get on land. It's hard to, you know, paddle a boat on land. But these vloggers, they're in such of a hurry to break this case for some reason. They're confusing people. Imagine them trying to you know, to paddle a boat on land. Because eventually you was going to have to get on land to go from Sabuco town to Maguindanao. You can't get there just on the boat. Let me show y'all, guys. I just want y'all to see I'm not talking crazy. But now these vloggers, they're backtracking. The one vlogger, I won't say his name because I'm not trying to pick on anybody. But he's the one that brought out that video. He was the first one to release it on Facebook saying, oh, this is a white Caucasian. No way he could say that. The damn body was white like this. And then he says, it has to be Elliot Eastman. What other white man was kidnapped in that area, it says. So he's sending people into panic. Now they're thinking, oh, they're kidnapping white men over here left and right. Now he comes out with a video, you know, trying to clean that shit up, man. I'm going to show y'all something. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to show you the map of the Zamboanga Peninsula. And show you that eventually they would have had to have been on land some kind of way. Okay, here's a good one right here. All right, now I'm gonna hope y'all can see this. Okay, see that? That's the Zamboanga. Shit. Hold on. Okay, now Sabuco Town is here. The red dot is Zamboanga. That's Zamboanga. The little line here is Sabuco Town. Maguindanao is way over here. How can you go? Okay, if they got him right here on the water, how can you get to there? You have to go all the way around the damn peninsula. They didn't do that. You eventually, to get to Sabuco Town from to Maguindanao, which is over in here, you got to get on the land, man. Look on the map, guys. I'm just letting you know. He said, what's the topic of this live stream? It's when in the Philippines, do as Filipinos do. It's all about respect. I'm just going to talk about some basic cultural things that the new man and woman coming over here should know. He said, a woman that looks like Mike Tyson. Yeah. He said, so many expats accept respect. They forget respect is earned. They expect is what you meant to say. You got to accept. Well, I know what you're saying. Keep bringing the truth, Brother Cal. Yeah. He said, hey, Cal, how's everyone doing? I just returned from the Philippines. Had a good time. Even found a cute girlfriend. Yeah. But I'm talking about these dating sites. There's more to these dating sites than meets the eye. It's like walking into a casino. You think you're just in there gambling. But the casino's already set it up for you to lose. There's a psychology behind the casino. Everything from the carpets to the way the games are set up, the smells you smell, the sights, the sounds, the near misses. It's almost like when you click on these dating sites, when you join these dating sites, you think you're just going on there, oh, it's my money, it's my choice, right? There's a psychology behind these dating sites. Many of those profiles aren't even real. There's a lawsuit right now going through the system where 6 people sued these popular dating sites because they accused them of creating addictive game-like, what's it say? Let me read it here. I don't want to mess it up. But they brought a lawsuit because they know that they're playing games with our minds. But we think we're just on there. So I just want to let you know to be careful when you get on those dating sites. A lot of the women that you see on there, those beautiful women, they work for the dating sites. Either that or they're not real. But you get on there, you're so excited. Just the thought of meeting one of these women, man, is enough for you to pay that subscription or whatever it is. And then you come away with nothing, really. And they forget to tell you about all the riffraff that goes on those dating sites. I told you that they only want to take credit for the successful hookups and liaisons. They don't want to take credit for you losing your money and all these schemes and scams going on there. But they know that going in. They know that going in that some people are going to find true love. Some people are going to have hookups, but then some people are going to get fucked over. I'm sorry, that's the only word I can use. Some of us are going to get fucked on those dating sites. And they know it going in. Same when they create the airplane, the automobile, the motorcycle, anything that goes into that. Actuaries, they go through the numbers, the odds of you dying. They know so many people are going to die in airplane crashes every year. That didn't stop them from creating airplanes and more airplanes. Automobile. The odds of you being involved in an unintentional automobile accident are just astronomical. But it doesn't stop them creating automobiles. They know going in, people are going to get hurt, mangled, killed. So just be careful when you get on these dating sites. Know what you're doing or stay away from them. It's not just so simple as going on there and paying a subscription. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to provide a service. I'm trying to help you guys. It says, well, see, this is not my experience. You want, how did you get to this part? Because we're getting ready to get to here. He says, how do you go about saving face when one of the teary-eyed, angry, emotional Filipino men acts ignorant towards you in public? Would handle it like a Filipino make it better or worse? Well, what did you do to even get to that point? Because since you asked me this question, Brushy, I'm going to tell you, we're going to start here. They got something here called Pakikisama. Okay, that roughly means getting along and requires individuals overlook slight improprieties or indiscretions for the sake of preserving peace within the family, personal, or business relationships. See, this is what you're going to run into over here in the Philippines. You really have to push somebody's damn button to get to that point. Okay? I haven't experienced that in 15 years because I respect people. I don't know what you did, what type of scenario that you're thinking about, okay, to bring you that far. First of all, it's not going to be a teary-eyed. They're going to blow your fucking head off is what's going to happen. You're going to be somewhere getting your newspaper, a cup of coffee. If it's got that bad, they're not going to argue with you over here. And the two-man tandem's going to come and saw you in half with them homemade 45s, caliber guns over here. So I don't know what kind of question you're saying, you know. I don't even know if that's a real question. He says, I found being respectful to everyone made life easier and people looked out for me and introduced me to some nice ladies. Yeah, but sometimes though, Greg, we don't even know when we're being disrespectful, when we've crossed the line. That's what the video, this is what this vlog is about. Okay? But if you get to that point, dude, you done something wrong. Dre Going Global says, I found my girl on Filipino Cupid. I got real lucky. She was real, not trying to scam me. But if I had to do it again, no, because it's a gamble. Well, you know, if you know what you're doing online, you're going to be okay. First of all. That's where we meet the women. You're going to have it's all a gamble. But I would rather take my chances on the dating site than in public over here. At least the women on the dating site are letting you know ahead of time that she's interested. I mean, it's really a crapshoot. You come in person. Is it impossible? No, but most men do not meet their women in person over here. But I'm glad you had success, because for everybody that has success, I believe 1,000 more don't. I get screwed over some kind of way. I end up meeting the wrong woman. I get heartbroken. Thomas Marshall said Filipino Cupid had 4,000 women on the site. It's crazy to think they're all real profiles. Well, these dating sites, they share profiles, you know, to increase their clientele, their base. You know, because when you get on there, you want to have women to look at. If it's only 100 women. But just from my research, a lot of the women on there are fake. That's why they never respond to you. They're not real people. I mean, it's really a breeding ground, man, but they don't tell you that. I just want to tell you that so you know ahead of time. All they're doing is just like the casino. They're promoting the winners. They don't talk about the losers. The people who lost everything, got to go in rehab and all that. They don't talk about the men and the women who done got screwed over, because it happens on both sides. You know, we got some iron men over here. We come over here and we take advantage of these women. I mean, really, really bad. We use them and then run back home. Nobody tells that story, though. They're ashamed. I'm not going to tell. It's not my responsibility. Let those Filipino vloggers tell the woman's side. He said the dating site worked for me also, but I probably wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't go the route of network. I would go the route of networking in person for a referral. All I'm saying is, the women that we meet, Mr. Passport King, because you're married now, so you can say, hey, man, I met my wife on a dating site. You're the type they want to promote. If you know what you're doing on there, more than likely you can meet somebody. I'm just saying it's more complicated than what we think. We think all I got to do is pay the $29.99 and get on here and I'm going to meet somebody. But after further review, it's not that simple, man. And you know what even complicates it even more is we're in such of a hurry. And they know that. They know you're in a hurry. So what they do is they get these desperate and lonely men and poverty-stricken Filipinos who otherwise aren't going to meet. You're never going to meet each other. They throw you together in this fantasy, what I call a fantasy incubator. It's just like the casino. They control all the conditions. They arranged it. You think, oh man, I met my wife on here. They set it up so you can meet somebody, but they're going to get paid for it. That's pimping, really. That's what they call pimping. But we think we did it on our own. I met my wife, everybody's saying. No, they set that up for you. They arranged that meeting. You had to come to that site to meet your wife. And then they got paid for it. To the tune of about $10 billion. It's worth about $10 billion right now. It's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of incentive to get to recruit. They're recruiting us. Because they put you out there, Mr. Passport King. Look at him. Look at the beautiful woman he's got. They got married. They're happy. And then here comes, every Tom, Dick, and Harry behind you. They're not going to be half as successful as what you were. He said, my wife and I talked online and WhatsApp for over a year before I flew out there. Never asked me for a dime. Now, Isaac Peterson, you must be new to my channel. Okay? Filipinos are never going to ask you for money. The smart women will never ask us for a dime, guys. Listen to this. You know why? Because they know that's the reddest flag of all red flags. That's a flashing red light, a warning signal. They know not to ask you. You're going to run the other way. But guess what? There's something called an unspoken agreement, Isaac Patterson, that she knew about. Because when you got there, she met you at the airport. Y'all went to the hotel and had a freak off. If you didn't, then you wasted a whole year online and on WhatsApp. I mean, people get on here and they say, I'm not picking on you. I'm glad, that you took your time. But listen, guys, chatting with a woman online is not the same, man. You can't get to know her in person. You can't hold her. You can't follow her around. You can't see who her friends are. You know very little about a woman. That doesn't mean anything. It just means that y'all a little bit more comfortable with each other, so the freak off can be a little bit more comfortable when you finally get over here. Hey, Dylan, thanks for that super sticker. That's all that means. But everybody gets on here. Talks about, oh, she never asked me for nothing. They're not going to ask you for anything. They know you're going to spend. You're going to spend every damn thing you got. Okay? Because she don't have money. Her family don't have money. Her friends don't have money. So let's stop this. Oh, she didn't ask me for nothing. Because she's smart. You got a smart one. Thomas Marshall said they know if they ask for money, you're most likely going to block them. Absolutely. And she's smart enough to know. I don't have to ask him for money. Okay? He's going to spend it all anyway when he gets over here. Certainly after the freak off. Because I know if he's been chatting with me for over a year, he ain't fucking nothing over there. These women, we don't give them enough credit for being as smart as they are. They're not stupid, man. They know you better than you know them. But we want to pretend like, oh, I found a needle in a haystack. Life in North Carolina said, yeah, my mommy bear never asked me for money. Yeah, of course. Because she's smart, man. Look, Filipinos know their reputation. What's the reputation of a Filipino? Put it in the comments. I'm not even going to say it. You already know what their reputation is. So why would she ask you for money if she really was serious about meeting you? But the unspoken agreement is there. Okay, you take care of me, I'm going to take care of you. It doesn't matter. Okay? What you think, it's already there. Woman wouldn't be crazy to ask you for some money. Roger Walker, what's up, man? He said, I met a Thai lady on Facebook. He said, we had lots of fun, but lots of red flags. I didn't want to get married in 3 weeks. She was smart. I paid for 3 weeks vacation. Thank you, man. That's all it is. And you got 3 weeks of the freak off, right? All your fantasies fulfilled. And when you went home, you felt like, okay, it was a fair exchange. He said, ask for a load for phone. Yeah. I mean, they won't even do that. They won't even do that. They're not going to ask you for 1 peso. All they're going to do, you see my background right here. You're going to see her background. She's going to, insinuate a whole lot of stuff to get your sympathy. You're going to see the burnt out rice cooker. You're going to see her out back, cooking with them charcoals and all that stuff, right? Making the fire and all that. And you're going to feel sorry for her. You're going to start sending money over here. Isaac Alexander, I'm not picking on you. I'm saying, I know you spent money over here if you're chatting with that woman for over a year. Everybody knows that. You sent money over here. She didn't have to ask you for anything. Yeah, he said insinuate is a powerful form of manipulation. Yeah, they're going to insinuate. And we fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. Jacob Chanjay said the unspoken agreement is real. It is real. It's very real. I called it pay for play, but Mike of, Kano something, he's got a channel now. He's the one that just said he coined it the unspoken agreement, which is not original to him, but it was a great, it was a great term for what goes on over here. Because if we spoke out loud what we really want and what we really expect, it's going to be cringy. So you just leave it all unspoken. She knows what she has to do when you get over here. And you know what you got to do when you get over here. Let's not talk about it. Because it's embarrassing. Mr. Passport King says, I have to remind myself sometimes they were getting by and surviving way before I came into the picture. See, that's why it's so important, Passport King, you make a great point here, that we understand their culture, because we're bringing our culture with us, and then it's all about our culture. We forget about their culture. Al Rogan says everyone has a little Captain Save-A-Hole whispering in their ear. It's true. If a man tells you he's not spending money over here, he's lying. That's what they need over here is money. They don't need your love. He says, I'm in Moulton, Alabama tonight, Roger. Oh, you're in Alabama now. Matt, but anybody doesn't know Matt Bassett, he's walking across country. He's walking from Oregon to South Carolina. Now, what did you say you were walking for, Matt? Tell everybody again. Now, I can relate to what he's doing, guys. I got big respect for him because I walked from San Carlos City to Dumaguete, and it about killed me. I did that in 4 days, 100 miles, a little bit over 100 miles. He's walking, I think he said, almost 3,000 miles. How many miles are you doing every day? He said they asked indirectly. Yeah, he said, we call that dry big. And yeah. He said, Oprah Filipina versus Chrissy Pieface. What are you talking about? He said, yeah, my phone broke. He said, they know how to play the game. It's a game. I'm glad y'all know it's a game. And you need to know the rules, and that's part of what I do on here. I don't have anything against Filipino women. I love Filipino women. They've been great to me, man. They've been good to me. But I want y'all to know the rules. Somebody's got to help you. What's up? What time's it travels? Oh, 25 miles a day. Yeah, man, you kicking it, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, drug and alcohol recovery. Well, man, bravo. Because that's what saved my life, bro. He said, yep, I spent money on my girl, even helped out the family. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's talk about this then, Dre Going Global, because this is something that we need to understand over here. The family is the most important aspect of the Filipino culture. Nothing comes close to that. It's their safety net. All right? Don't get in between her and her family. Because the argument is, oh, I'm not going to take care of a family. Well, you don't have to take care of the family. You can be the bridge, though. You don't have to be the whole damn infrastructure. But if you think this woman's not going to share her blessings with her family, man, you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. And I see people talk about it all the time, man. We're not helping the family. Yeah, she's doing it behind your back then. You don't know anything about, that's just the basics of Filipino culture. Knowing that family, they're going to take care of their family, man. Whether you want them to or not. So you might as well say, okay, if I'm going to give you some money, then you take it out of there and help them. But people say that all the time, man. It's bullshit. They're lying. And if you with a Filipina that's okay with her not taking care of her family, you with the wrong woman. I'm telling you that right now. If you that selfish and ornery, because you know what you were walking into over here. This is why I try to talk as real as I possibly can on here. Because some of you guys act like you're either naive or you stupid as hell. If you don't know that the woman you meeting over here is probably in one of those levels of poverty, abject poverty, absolute poverty, situational poverty, poverty. And when you come over here, that means her family's probably suffering from the same thing. You know, coming in, you got to be a bridge. But y'all want to say, oh, I'm not going to help them at all. I'm just going to take the breadwinner out of the family. Because most of us deal with the breadwinner. That's who we're with. She speaks the best English. She has the most ambition. She's the leader of the family. That's what you're going to get on that dating site. So you say, oh, I'm gonna take that 10,000 pesos per month out of that family and I'm gonna give it back. You're a fool. That's what you sound like. You're headed for trouble. Mike Will said, Cal, if you try to peg, not, consciously, not knowing, hey, what's up, Laura? Remember, guys, Laura has a channel now. I may start her out, Laura. I may ask you to let me interview you on my members only. Because we want to get the views of an American woman over there. Because Laura's a good woman. This is why I tell y'all that there's good women in America. All the women over there aren't bad. She's one of the good women. She's got a successful marriage. Her husband's happy. Retired 2019 says a man should help the woman if she's meeting your needs. Thank you. But you hear these guys on here, oh, you marry the family. You damn sure do, but that don't mean you got to go broke. It doesn't mean you got to be a fool. You got to set some boundaries, but you're going to help that family. And it's a good thing you do, because if you're over here in the Philippines, you're going to need them before they need you. You want me to say that again? Yeah, because that's true. You know how much money Marilyn's brother has saved us just from doing the little maintenance around this house? Johnny on the spot. He said, Cal, at the barbershop, armchair bros trying to debate Thailand is better than Philippines. I told them they both good. You don't have time to argue. Yeah. And I just said that. How many typhoons does Thailand have every year? Ask them that the next time they talk that infrastructure bull crap. Because you're not comparing apples to apples. If you were, then okay, you might say, okay, Thailand's better. But you're not. This is oranges to bananas, man. And every country, because we're still on planet Earth. Mankind started all that, oh, you're a Thai person, you're Filipino, you're American and all that. We're human beings. We're still on planet Earth. Just enjoy where you are, man. That's all I'm saying. He said you married a family in the U.S. You just don't know it. Thank you. But I think this is where we really get off track coming over here. You know what you're walking into, and if you don't, you know now. Nobody's got any money over here. So if you're walking over here and you meet this woman and you raise her standard of living, she's going to raise the standard of living of her family. It doesn't mean you got to go broke and be a damn fool, but she's going to help her family, period. End of story. He said, Jeffrey Tad, a great point. He said, armchair barbershop bros, he calls them the barbershop bros. They arguing and ain't going nowhere. Yeah. See, you got to pick and choose your arguments, man. And that's what I do online. Sometimes, you know, I have to read through a comment twice and say, do I even want to respond to this fool? I don't even want to waste my time. Because the guy says, oh, why don't you stop picking on black men, making black men look bad? You should have put a white man on that thumbnail. Fool! It was a black man. That's the actual picture on the thumbnail of the couple. I just blacked out their ass so you really can't, you know, positively identify them. He said, Calvin, is 2,000 U.S. enough to live okay in the Philippines? You know, this is one question, Ryan, I can't answer really. Is it 2,000 free and clear? Is that your net? Or do you got bills over in America? Is your pension 2,000? Or do you have 2,000 to spend? That's what I want to know. Hey, Rashad Smith, thanks for that super chat. He said, holding down the fam like a G. Yeah, keeps the pussy wet. Man, the woman's not even going to respect you. She's not even going to take you serious if you come over here talking about, you know, I don't want you helping your family. We got our own bills and all that other stuff. Yeah, but you better make a way for her to help her family. Are you headed for trouble, dude? Dre going global, thanks for that super sticker. You guys are crazy, man. I'm trying to give you the lowdown. Don't come over here being cheap like that, man. The family's the most important aspect of this Filipino society. Hey, Rashad, thanks for the super chat. He said, most men aren't traveling with logic in mind. They're only thinking about what serves their wood. You got to be that dude no matter where you go. Absolutely. And this is the problem, though. This is the problem. If you only coming over here for a woman, man, you're wasting your time. He said, life in North Carolina. Said, yeah, Cal, I heard that all the time, and it's so untrue and not real. I know they're lying. Yeah, wow. He said, the Filipino family be coming through when you need something they can help with. Absolutely. You're going to need them before they need you. I mean, imagine being cheap and stingy to the family, and then you got to go around them. That's unthinking, man. You're being insensitive. These people will bend over backwards for you over here. But you can't get something for nothing. I love the child said, that's why my mother-in-law was more enthusiastic about my wife's journey to America than my wife was. The help starts with her first paycheck. Yeah, they're going to pay. Man, look, Mike Dorsonville said, is Laura the lady from Houston? No, she's down your way, Mike. I think, no, she's in California. Mike Will says, am I asking for trouble if I have two 18-year-old Filipinos living with me? Yeah, you probably are asking for trouble because they're probably going to plot against you. They're probably going to end up loving each other and they're going to end up killing your ass. That's probably what's going to happen. Laura said, thanks, Calvin. Oh, no, you're welcome, Laura. I'm not playing. You know you're legit. Yeah, I love the Chan. He says, you'll have to fill the vacancy that you created. But it's we're not thinking. We're not using. It's just like Rashad Smith just said. We're not thinking logically when we come over here. You're taking the breadwinner out of the family. You got to replace that money, man. Some kind of way. And when you take her to your country and she starts working, you better make sure she can cut out some of that for her family. If I'm a Filipino and I'm with an American man, to the Filipino women watching this who haven't hit the thumbs up, you're just using my channel for your content. Listen to this. Make a video about this. If I'm a Filipino and I'm with an American man and he don't want me to help with my family, then I'm throwing him back. Okay? Or I'm going to help him anyway behind his back. See, they don't talk about real life stuff. Go on these channels, man. They don't talk about real life stuff. Man, they got so much content they could give us. They refuse to do it. From the biggest vlogger over here down to the small, they just won't do it, man. He said, you better be good to your lady's family. They help you with everything you don't know about in the Philippines. Right. Okay, imagine if I was acting that way toward Marilyn's family. Do you think her mother would be here doing everything for us? You don't even have to ask her. Cook, clean, scrub the floor. If I say, hey, somebody's coming to the gas house, boom. Before I even get it out of my mouth, she's already over there cleaning it spick and span. Take some coffee over there in the morning. Take some of their breakfast. Everything, man. But so we started out with Pakiki Sama, because the guy says, oh, what happens if if you run into a teary-eyed Filipino and this and emotional in the street? It's never going to get that far, brushy. Okay? You come over here and they're not going to argue. It's part of the culture. It's all about getting along over here. If you push that man to that level, man, you better leave the Philippines. That's all I'm telling you. And anybody on here, this is not America. This is not the West. Okay, you don't win arguments over here. Winning an argument over here, getting somebody pissed off and mad and angry at you could cost you your life. It's not worth it. Then we went to the family. Now we're going to go to just some simple stuff that I want y'all to know, man. It's something that I had to get used to doing. Taking your shoes off before you enter the house. This is a big one, believe it or not. Because we're not used to it. We're used to tracking everything, all the germs and mud and whatever it is on the bottom of your feet into your house. In America, it's just what we do. But over here, they don't do it. So get a pedicure. Make sure your feet are looking good because you need to take off them shoes. And you can leave your socks on if you want. But it's a big one, man. I do it because they'll tell you, oh, you don't have to do it. No, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to track that stuff in here. I mean, you're not going to tell me it's a big deal, but it really is a big deal over here. Take your shoes off. Leave it at the front or back door. It's all about respect, man. When you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. When you're in the Philippines, do as the Filipinos do. And your stay over here is going to be so much better. That's a big one. Because people, that's why we wear socks. Our feet is ugly as hell. I don't wear them. I get pedicures over here. Now, once a week, since I bought that foot spa, Maryland gives me a foot spa once a week. My feet look nice. I don't care to take them off. But if you got them big bunions and corns on your feet, leave your socks on. But take them big ass shoes off before you get in the house. He said the Philippines was tops in the world for mail order brides. Was the online system. It's just the mail order bride system taken to another level. That's all. It's basically the same thing, really. Hey, Ron, he said, you're giving good info, Cal. Thank you. This is just general stuff, man. I appreciate it. I'm boots on the ground, man. And, you know, that's my mantra. I'm not in Las Vegas. I'm not in Houston, Texas. I'm not in Florida. I'm living here, man. That goes a long way. That's why I said I'm boots on the ground. I want you to know I'm not perpetrating a fraud. I'm not telling you about my vacation that I take to the Philippines every week. I'm telling you about my life. So take your shoes off, guys, okay? Sunday is family day over here. And the reason I'm telling you this is because if you're going to the mall or out to eat, expect crowds. This is when they go out to eat, man. Especially if you're in a place like Cebu, Manila, one of these big cities. Man, go to Mall of Asia on Sunday. Good luck getting something to eat. It's a line in every restaurant. It's so many people in Mall of Asia on Sunday in Manila. Man, if you claustrophobic, man, you better stay away from that. Then when you go across the street to the Bay Walk, the same thing. It's packed everywhere you go, but it's family day over here. So trying to get somebody to do something on Sunday, I mean, it's really, asking them to do something, man, is disrespectful, really. Look, man, I work like a Hebrew slave from Monday through Saturday. Sundays for my family. Okay, leave me alone, man. Okay. He said, for Rangers, for collectors, said, amen, big here in the Philippines. Even when I was looking for a house, I took them off. You could see them smile, respect. It is, man, you know. When you're in the Philippines, do as the Filipinos do. Take your shoes off. Leave them damn socks on then if you're ashamed of your feet. If you haven't had your toenails clipped in forever. If you got them damn crusty ass heels and all of that, man. Because hell, a pedicure over here is what? 350 pesos? A little bit over $5 now? You get a damn pedicure. But take them shoes off. But Sunday, man, yeah, it's family day. He said, I like getting pampered with a cheap massage and manicure and pedicure. Man, look, they can talk about Thailand all they want. And all these other places. Man, you come over here, you get a 1-hour massage in Cebu, in the big cities, for about $300. You go, I can take you right now, and I'm willing to bet everything I got on me. I can take you to a place. It's in the El Fisher Hotel. It's called the Cocoon Spa. For 450 pesos, you're going to get the best massage you've ever had. That's about $8 right now with the peso being what it is right now. I'm talking about these people are professionals. It ain't no happy ending and all that. It's clean as a whistle. You can eat off the floor. They got the uniforms on. They got the real stuff, man. They're going to give you that massage, man. It's going to put you to sleep. Man, I'm 2.5 hours away on a bus. I go there sometimes just for that. Ask Maryland. It's in the El Fisher Hotel on the 4th floor. With the swimming pool and the restaurant and everything. They got their own spa there. It's called the Cocoon Spa. Thank me now. So they can talk all that stuff, man. You know, wherever you happy, man, be happy. I don't have time to debate you guys about, oh, you know, this place is better. That's immature, first of all. I'm not going to waste my time doing it. Yeah, the happy ending. What's up, Nathan? He said, good morning. He said, I have smelly feet. Well, watch them. But don't come in people's house, man, with your shoes on. He said, I have a pair of slippers I only wear inside. Well, you don't want to wear slippers inside. You're going to be in barefoot or your socks. He said, Calvin, why you grocery shop on Sunday? because nobody's in the grocery store. Believe it or not. They're in the park. They're in the mall. They're in church. They're not in the grocery store. Because I did a video talking about the cheat codes. See, but remember, I'm in St. Carlos City. Now, if I were in Cebu or Manila or Dumaguete or something like that, I wouldn't go to the grocery store on Sunday because it would be so crowded, man. You would never get out of there. If I did go, it would be the first thing when it opened, or right at the end of the night. Jeffrey Taylor said, yep, that facial massage put my ass to sleep. It's good, man, for $4.50. He said, yeah, you can get yourself a soapy massage while in Thailand. Well, hell, I can get that at home. I got my woman to give me a soapy massage. Let's see, I missed a super chat somewhere. Trying to find it. Oh, the A-Back. That's my buddy. AB, what's up, man? Thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Cal, AB here. Good to join your chat. Now, tell him, AB, that, see, a lot of guys get on my channel. I think Golden Gate plays golf. This guy travels all around Southeast Asia. He knows where the golf courses are. When I met him in St. Carlos City for the first time, he had his clubs with him. You know, he takes them everywhere he goes. He's a good guy, man. He said, Filipinos has the rep of extracting the most money from foreign men. Yeah, but we do it to ourselves. Because most smart Filipinos, they're not going to ask you for any money. It's just that we end up meeting a woman, you know, she's young, she's attractive, man. We want to impress her. We want to save her. We want to be the savior, Mark. And so we do all that stuff for them. Jabraz said KCC grocery is always packed. Yeah, in Jensen. In Zamboanga, too. I mean, it's so crowded. When you see it, you just get discouraged. You be like, man, I don't even want to go in here. And you know, because it ain't going to take you 10 minutes to do your shopping. Then you're going to stand 30 minutes in line. I mean, literally 30 minutes in line. Now, one thing I like about KCC, they got 2 cashiers in one line. But that don't mean nothing because over here, you know, people going to do what they want to do. You'll be in the basket line, the little small basket line, and you'll see somebody in there with a big ass, you know, grocery cart. And you're looking up at the sign like, lady, you know this is for baskets only. They don't care. But yeah, Sunday, guys, just be aware of that when you're over here. He said, hey, Cal, when's the last time you went to church? I don't go to church over here, but that's on the list. Let's talk about that then. Religion over here, okay. It's best to keep, okay, criticism of the Catholic Church is not taken lightly over here. No matter how you feel about Catholic Church or whatever, the Pope and all that, it's best to keep it to yourself over here. That's a big sign of disrespect. Okay? I just want to make that clear. Just keep that kind of stuff to yourself. You know, but KCC, yeah, they got a KCC in Zamboanga now. Because they didn't used to have any big malls in Zamboanga because, you know, the bad guys was there. I guess they came to agreement with the bad guys and said, okay, we can open them now. You know, somebody had to get paid first. Because now they got a big SM mall there too. It's really nice. But for a long time, half the time, maybe my first 5 years, you know, being there on and off, there was no big malls there. He said, I'm not going to lie. I've seen some Filipinos with some bad looking feet. Yeah, you know, because a lot of times, you know, they're walking around in flip-flops all day. And, you know, they built my house in flip-flops. You know, they're out there repaving the road out here in flip-flops. They do everything in flip-flops. He said, yeah, keep politics to yourself as well. Yeah, you don't want to talk about that stuff. I got that here. I got elections. Let's talk about that. Yeah, you don't want. We don't pay taxes here, guys. We don't vote. Okay, it's really contentious over here when you talk about this stuff. Because a lot of stuff goes on over here that, you wouldn't even think. I mean, it's out front over here, paying for votes and all of that. They'll show up at your house with your money and the damn election sheet of who you supposed to vote for. And you better vote exactly what's on that damn sheet. Your ass is grass. But yeah, elections and stuff, guys. Don't we don't have nothing to do with that over here. How you feel about Marcos and people like that, man, keep that to yourself, man. He said, Calvin, don't forget to tell them about the stirring over there. Yeah, when you get over here, they're going to stare at you. But see, I'm just talking about cultural stuff. I think Filipinos stare because they're literally, the Philippines is literally an island to itself. You can't walk to the Philippines. You can't drive to the Philippines. The only way you can get here is by air and by sea. So they don't go anywhere. So when they see a foreigner, no matter how many foreigners you think's been coming over here, there's people who've never seen a foreigner up close before. So yeah, they're going to stare. But a guy told me when I first got to the Philippines, his name is Kirk. He's got a house in Davao, and he's got a big house. This guy's, well off in Colorado. He's living on like 35 acres in a beautiful cabin that he built. Well, anyway, he said, well, when people stare at you, look down at their feet. And it works for some reason, because a lot of times, people are self-conscious about their shoes and about their feet over here. So, they may wear a size 6, but they've got on a size 10 or 11 shoe. But it's just how it is over here, man. It's nothing to laugh at or something. The first couple of times you see it, it may make you giggle to yourself. Because you go to the grocery store, you're going to see it all the time. The shoes are either too big or too little. And the people, they'll have their heels hanging outside their feet. I mean, the shoes, Sometimes you get on the bus and the conductor, he won't have on any shoes at all. But look down at their feet, it'll stop that. But yeah, when I first came over here, man, I couldn't deal with it. It was too much. But now I just keep going. You just keep going, and I don't even really acknowledge it. I expect it. Okay, the elections, religion. This is something that I learned today. I didn't know this, but you're going to hear that term Filipino time, right? And that's just, Filipinos are on their own time. They do things their own way, right? But do you know that that's a term that was coined by American colonizers during the Americans' time in the Philippines? It says right here, they said it was a habit of always being late to an agreed meeting. The term was invented by American colonizers during the American period in the Philippines. See, I didn't know that. I thought it was something that Filipinos came up with. So I'm gonna refrain from using that because it's really like a derogatory term for real. Imagine that's what it said on Google. American colonizers, term that. I'm going to refrain from using that. He said, in 2001, I went to a cockfight in the province and saw a male and female white couple in the audience. I tried not to stare, but it surprised me. He said, how you found that out? Look at the feet. I don't know, but it's true. Because, Filipinos are subconscious, like I said. You go to the grocery store, man, you're going to see some strange stuff with those workers. They're stocking the shelves. And like I said, man, they'll have a shoe on this damn long pointed at the end. He said they gave out 2 kilos of rice yesterday. It's time for them to vote for the mayor in Argyle. Yeah, it's funny. You'll see it. But it's their culture, man. You got to respect that. He said it was interesting. I went to a Filipino church once. Everyone was speaking Bisaya. But once they sing church songs, they sung it in English. Yeah. Well, you know, they got something called Taglish. And if you look at the news, you'll hear them. You can't hear. You can only understand, if you're English speaking, you can only understand bits and pieces of it because they intertwine Tagalog with English, or Bisaya with English, Cebuana with English. He said, built a house in flip-flops. Yeah, imagine dropping a hammer on your foot. Man, they didn't even have hard hats. I think, believe it or not, the engineer bought them hard hats, and I think it was more or less for show. The house was damn near finished, wasn't it? Remember, he bought them hard hats over here to them, and when they wasn't with him, hell, they didn't wear them. But they know what they're doing. Yeah, blend in, he said. He said, do they still stare in Dumageddon with all those foreigners? Yeah, they're going to stare, man. But you got to understand, man, it's not foreigners. You know, you see a lot of foreigners in Dumageddon on the boulevard. A lot of times they don't have anything to do. The real expats, man, who live in Dumageddon, they don't hang out on that. They don't hang out on that boulevard. But they got this new little bar, not the whatnot. That's one of the most famous bars in all Southeast Asia. Hell, maybe the world. But they've got another little bar. I'm trying to think the name of it. But that's where all the foreigners are. You be on the bus, I mean, it's packed with foreigners. And then you see, you know, look like streetwalkers in there too, because they be having on some skimpy stuff. But that's usually where you see all the foreigners in Dumageddon. If you go anywhere else, you don't see them. But the boulevard's a nice place to hang out, but I wouldn't hang out every damn day. They're hanging. If I go there right now, they're in there. Rain, sleet, it don't matter. Typhoon, they're there. Drinking, and it's like a little sports bar. They got televisions all around. You can see it all, either walking past or riding past. He said, these guys love to stare at your woman. Yeah. He said, get used to that. Yeah, because we do a lot of comparing over here. You know, where they want to see who you're with. And if your woman looks better than theirs, yeah, they're going to look up and down. He said, no ocean. No, Laura, there's no ocean over here. And that's a fact. Okay, but here's something else, okay, because most of us come over here to meet a woman. You got to go to meet the family, guys. That's important, man. You disrespecting the woman if you don't. Even if you only going to be here for 2 weeks, man. Look, she's got to save face, man. They know she's going to meet you in Manila, Cebu, or whatever. They know that she's with you. Okay, you got to show her some respect and just go to the province or wherever they are in the meet and show your face. And I know some people say, well, don't do it. What if it doesn't work out? Well, that's better than just not showing up at all. Okay, because they know the freak off and all that's happening. You know, they want to know that who their daughter's with, that she's okay. Remember, family's big over here. But that's one thing you want to do, you know, and that's probably the only time you can battle a chime and the fixings, you know, and just in, 2, 3, 4 hours there, and, you can show your face, man. You show respect to the mother and father, because the mother and father is going to be there most times. Divorce is illegal over here, and most of the time they stick together until they die. But meet the family, man. You know, it's very important, man. Remember, you got to be the bridge. You don't have to be the whole damn infrastructure. But me and Merlin, we came all the way from Dumagetti to here to meet our family. You know, the mother cooked. You know, we went to the store and bought some stuff, chicken and fish and, you know, this little stuff like that. But I think it's very important that you meet that family, man. Hey, Corey Moore, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Cal, I notice a lot of Filipino women do have their feet and nails done, especially in the provinces. Yeah, it's, I don't know, I guess that's a cultural thing too. And, you know, somebody close by knows how to do that. And remember, typically, hell, a manicure, a pedicure is only about $1. Yeah, see, you know, people always talk about how expensive the Philippines is. Yeah, certain things, but man, the Philippines is a whole lot more affordable over here. You just got to know what to buy, man, when to buy it, where to buy it. But certainly, it's lower, it's cheaper to live in the Philippines than America, guys. Stop listening to that bull. We're the ones who make it expensive. Imagine you can get a manicure for $1, and they're going to do it right. He said, hey, Cal, can I start an Airbnb in the Philippines? Well, you know, if you got the right visa, first of all. But if you got somebody you can trust, you can do it behind the scenes. You could do it behind the scenes. You know, I'm not going to advocate. You remember, I only got two things that I follow in this world. I don't break the law, and I don't violate the rights of my fellow man. So I'm not advocating this. I'm just going to tell you, yeah, you could do it. It's one of the top ways that I would suggest a foreigner to earn money here. You're behind the scenes. Excuse me. Nobody sees who the owner of the Airbnb is. As long as you put it in a touristy area, you're going to be good. I mean, you could just sublease a place. See, once I put hot water in here, which we're going to go this week, Maryland, to see if they got the 7,000 peso water heater and put it over there. We can put that on Airbnb because there's no Airbnbs here in San Carlos. I just want to put it on there just to happen, just in case somebody's looking, because this is not a tourist area. I don't really expect to earn any kind of money, but just put it on there. But you could sublease a place. And a lot of times the owners here are okay with it as long as you talk to them up front. But yeah, that's a good idea. Thomas Marshall said you expected to meet her family for sure. I was apprehensive about it first, but now they want me at all the functions. Yeah, man, don't do that to that woman, man. You know, that's the least you can do. Is just go there to the province for one day. Of course, you know, unless she lives in Basilan or somewhere, then have the parents come over to Zamboanga or whatever. Because I've got a friend, he lives in Pittsburgh. His wife is from Basilan. So when they come over here with their two sons, him and the two sons, they stay in Zamboanga, and the wife goes over there to Basilan. But, you know, most of the time when you meet women, they're not going to, you know, live in those red zones like that. He said, don't start a business that competes with the Philippines that won't end well. I agree 1,000%. And I've made video after video about that. You know, I didn't come here to work at all, really. But certainly I wouldn't open up a carinderia. I wouldn't open up any kind of brick and mortar business. I mean, if you can do something that Filipinos can't do, which is, that's going to be hard, or you can offer something that they can't offer, why not? But if you're just going to open a bar next to the bar of the local guy, yeah, they're probably going to burn it down, especially if they know, you know, foreigner owns it. I just wouldn't do it. It's like a slap in the face, you know, But remember, they've got a special visa over here. They only give out a certain amount of them every year. And a friend of mine has one. If you can invent something that improves the life of the Philippines or Filipinos, they give you a special visa. He worked in the mining field and he created something. And he's got that visa. That's how he's over here. He said, why do all these guys want to work and start a business in the Philippines? It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. But maybe they don't have a pension, Frank. I don't know. But an Airbnb wouldn't be so much work. I mean, it's something that you could set up your girlfriend with, certainly, if you don't want to, you know, if you got a problem, you know, giving money to her or something. Hey, Dale Littlefield, he said, hey, Cal, I haven't seen you since your walk to Duma. Hey, and thank you, man, for your support. Dale Littlefield, he actually met us on the route, me and Steve, but then he was waiting at the boulevard when I got there, man. I appreciate that, Dale. It means a lot. Because of all the viewers and subscribers I got, only like 4 people showed up, man. I was grateful for that. But he lives here, I think he lives somewhere around Dumaguete. But yeah, I remember you, Dale. He said chocolate and Zippo lighters go a long way. He said, yeah, take a bottle of Jack for Dad and some chocolate for Mom. They'll love you forever. But yeah, go meet the woman's family, okay? Now, another thing that's big, and we've got a big one coming up, these fiestas, man. A lot of times it has to do with religion or something. It's very important, man. You know, I like them. We've got one coming up in November. I want to say, wait, Merlin, when's the fiesta here? November 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, they'll have all kinds of stuff going on, man. That's just part of the culture. If you, wherever you are in the barangay or whatever, and they had a fiesta, you know, walk through there, man. Patronize a couple of vendors, man. Show your face at least. Because they'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Karaoke. They're always going to have that disco. They call it disco, where the DJ comes out at night. That's the last thing they do. I mean, they'll party all the way to the morning. Drinking and everything. He said, I know one thing, I would not drive out there again. He said, I rented a vehicle to drive to the province to meet my girl's family. Man, what a driving experience I had. That's one thing I've yet to do here. And I promise you, the very first day, within the first couple of days, because I got here at 1 in the morning, so there was no traffic. But that morning when I got up and to go to SM Mall, I knew then I would never drive here. He got over in the incoming traffic. It's like they're racing or something. Like, dude, just stay. We ain't no damn hurry, man. Stay in the damn lane. He got over here and passing up everybody. And as soon as he get ready to crash, he gets back over. I said, nah, I've seen enough. I've yet to drive here, Dre. You're a better one than me. Even if you do get a car, man, it's gonna get scratched up and dented up some kind of way. He said, Cal, tell them your story about the urinal, the toilet. Yeah, you know, see, that's another thing. It's like a culture shock. I don't know if it would be, you know, about their culture, but, you know, a lot of times when you come to the Philippines and you go to use the bathroom, they have like a little porcelain bowl and you use it, right? But I was out in Davao. I was either in Davao del Sur or Davao del Norte. I can't remember. I was outside of Davao City. I mean, a long way, maybe an hour or two away. And I ate dinner, man. And something I ate, man, I had to use the bathroom, man. So I go in the bathroom, and there is no, you know, there's no toilet. It's just a hole in the ground, but it's got the porcelain around it. And I didn't even know how to use the damn thing. You're supposed to squat and use it. I just laid back like this. I took off all my clothes and laid, put my butthole in, under the over the hole and used it like that. Not realizing when I got up and put on my clothes, all my pants was wet in the back. The people probably looked at me like I was crazy. But I didn't have no choice. It was coming, man. And I got in there, man. And the minute that was over, I said, look, we got to leave. And you paid, I'm going to tell you how far it was. We paid the guy, and then this is in 2010, 2010 or something. I paid the guy like 800 pesos to take me home. He said, oh, yeah, man, I scratched up the rental. I had to pay 3,000 pesos. Yeah, you're going to scratch it up. But yeah, that's something, man, that if you ever run across one of them toilets, man, don't be like me. You got to squat. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. I'm like, how the hell I supposed to use this damn thing? And it's coming, man. I see the hole in the ground. I just took off all my clothes. I laid flat on my back and used it like that, man. And didn't realize, man, all my pants was wet in the back. I didn't care, man. I don't know what it was because we ended up eating fried chicken, so it might have been that grease. Something. I'm going to tell you, man. It got me. Yeah, man, Al Rogan. It was crazy, man. But I didn't even fool with the woman, really. I didn't even mess with the woman. Because I didn't even try to, and I guess it kind of shocked her. Because I met her online, and I was in the violence. She came down, and she said, hey, let's go to I want you to meet my family. So I did, but I never made a move toward it. I really wasn't, turned on by her, really. I mean, she wasn't bad looking or nothing, but it wasn't one of them, where you can't wait to meet the family and get it over with so you can get back to the hotel. It was none of that. So on the way back, she asked me, she said, did you want me to stay with you? And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling well. And that's the last time I saw her. It's the only time that ever happened to me. Yeah, he said a lie down toilet, man. Yeah, it's crazy because you're supposed to squat over that. I've never seen that in my life. It's usually the porcelain. Now, my son's mother, they had nothing in the province, but I didn't use it. I never used the bathroom up there. I never, 1, 2, or anything up there. But yeah, you're going to run into stuff like that. But yeah, Fiestas is something I wanted to talk about. Another thing is, shaking hands. That's how you greet people here. But since the pandemic, it's the fist bump most of the time. If you offer that fist, they'll bump it. But under normal circumstances, you want to shake that hand over here. And it's just some stuff I wanted to talk about because a lot of new people that's coming to my channel who are interested in coming to the Philippines. That's just some general stuff that you want to know. Complaining is seen as disrespectful over here. It's a part of that pakikisama about getting along. They said you want to overlook improprieties or indiscretions. But see, I can only speak for Americans. We're so petty, man. We can't overlook little stuff. And we're so entitled, but you want to do that. But complaining, that's why I want to let y'all know, complaining is seen as a sign of disrespect, guys. Don't forget that. Especially when you go complain about the country in front of the girl. Or in front of the Filipinos. Man, they're very patriotic over here. I mean, if you want to turn people against you, that's what you do. You come over here complaining about the infrastructure and every damn thing you see. Just keep that stuff to yourself. It is what it is, man. Remember, they just had a severe tropical storm that wreaked havoc. It wasn't even a typhoon. 85 people dead. They blaming flash floods and landslides. Man, have you ever seen somebody die in a landslide, man? Do you see how sad and how tragic that is? And then you want to come over here and complain about some bullshit. Oh, they don't give me a knife at the restaurant. Oh, they don't give me salt and pepper with my meal. You know, just a little shit that we complain about over here. Oh, the bus didn't have aircon. And they got whole houses getting swallowed up by landslides over here. It's real insensitive, man. That's why whenever I'm around a foreigner, man, he's complaining, man, I'm out of here. Hey, Samuel, Martin, welcome, brother, to the fourth quarter, man. Thanks for your support. This is a real, man. This guy, y'all think I'll be working out. This guy's 70 years old, man. And he's in great shape. He lives up in Luzon. Was you affected by that storm, Samuel? He came to my meet and greet in Angeles City. Man, this guy's, man, I can't deal with him. I'm talking about his routine. I couldn't handle it. This guy's in tip-top shape. And his diet and everything. He lives in the province. Thomas Marshall said, yeah, all 4 kids in one landslide. Sad as hell to see. It is, man. We come over here complaining about some stupid shit, man. You only think you got problems till you get over here. And you start seeing what some people go through on a day-to-day basis. I just want to tell you that so you don't complain, man. Even to the woman. Don't do it, man. You know. He said the only thing I really complained about was the long lines in stores they be having. But I would have to check myself and tell myself to shut the F up in the Philippines. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You're fortunate enough to have money to be in the store, to be in the line in the first place. You know, and you complaining to somebody who be like, man, just give me some money so I can go to this damn store. You know. But that's one thing you got to deal with in these big cities, man. These long lines. We just aren't with that, man. We just aren't with it. Hey, Corey Moore, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, I noticed a few bathroom toilets don't have a toilet seat on it. He said, how, Cal? Because they squat. They put their feet on that little, they don't sit down like us. See, actually, how they use the bathroom, Corey, is better than, well, we just sit flat. So, you know, it's just all about gravity. We're like this. They're like this. So more, they emptying their damn intestines. We're like this. But that's what they do. They squat. And that's how they tell you, you know, the doctors and everybody will suggest that you use the toilet that way. If you're going to sit flat like that, they want you to get like something to put your feet on that will, you know, raise your knees up, that will give you the benefit of gravity. He said, do they have saving face in the Philippines like in Thailand? Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. When you come over here and meet the girl, you know, go and meet her family, man. Otherwise, you know, it's an embarrassment, man. It's disrespectful. You know, it's all about saving face. And that's what it gets you killed over here. See, when the guy said, hey, how do I handle some emotional Filipino with teary eyes in front of me? It's never going to get that far, man. You know, this isn't America where you arguing, you know, everybody's arguing, you know, you got a headache and then the next day you're okay. Now you come over here and argue with the wrong person and disrespect him in front of his friends and family, man. They'll probably kill you, man. He said, should we learn how to tell white lies? Also, just kidding, but man, it drives me crazy. Yeah, but that's just something that you're gonna have to deal with your woman. I'm just talking about when you're over here in the Philippines. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I think they do it, I'm not really sure, but they want to be the perfect woman for you. They don't want to disappoint you, so they'll lie about the smallest stuff. But that's only with you, really. I don't think it's typical in their society. I can't speak. Remember, I'm not really an expert on Filipino culture. I'm just telling you just little stuff that you should know when you get over here, like taking off your shoes. That's simple, man. But it's something we're not used to doing. And you come in somebody's nice house, like, man, with them big ass feet, it's muddy out there, man. Take them damn shoes off, man. You don't know what you done stepped in on the way to my house through that big long field. That's really a sign of respect. Even if they've got dirt floors, guys, of you saying, oh man, it's crazy. I'm just saying it's a sign of respect. Sometimes you're going to go in the province and they're going to have a dirt floor, but you're going to see everybody else's slippers out front. Yours too. Do it. But yeah, we're glad that weather's over with, man. It's a good time to be over here right now. The dollar's strong over here for some reason. I don't know why. Big Dog says squatting allows your abdominal muscles to work more efficiently and straightens out your colon. Yeah, it's benefits to that. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's different culture. So we look at them like, what are you doing squatting? We think our way is the only way. We're way behind a lot of things, man. You wouldn't need a damn toilet seat, Corey, if we squatted like they did. Because I'm certainly not going to sit on that little porcelain thing. He said, but to a novice, Cal, you're an expert. Yeah, but I want to make it clear, Thomas, because that's the pushback I get all the time. They said, oh, you think you know everything about the Philippines. Well, that's just your impression of me, man. I don't. I'm just trying to give people what I got to give them. I've been here on and off for over 15 years, man. In San Carlos City for almost 6 years. Surely I know something. I've seen something and experienced something. That's all I'm doing. Frank Ellis said, you go to Japan, you better take your shoes off. Yeah, you better take them off here. They're not going to make you, because they'll say, oh, it's okay. We know you're not used to it, but do it anyway, man. Just before you go to the province, tell us, say, hey, can you take me somewhere to get a pedicure or something? Because in the summertime, man, I don't wear shoes here. The only time I'm wearing shoes now because it's raining, it's wet outside. Otherwise, man, I'm wearing slippers, man, or flip-flops. And so I want my feet to look nice, at least halfway decent. And I don't wear socks with my slippers and flip-flops. I think that looks ridiculous to me. But everybody's got their own style. So tell her today, take me somewhere. Imagine, man, you can pay 70 pesos and get you a good pedicure. But that's just simple stuff like that. And, just knowing that, when you get hooked up with the woman, she's going to share her blessings with her family, man. If you're listening to vloggers saying that, they're lying, man. I mean, it's unthinking of you to think you're going to fool with a woman over here and she's not going to share her blessings. She is. She's going to help her family, man. And if you make her quit her job, then you need to replace that money. Guys over here, they're in some type of delusion. Like, what do you think you are, man? You're not in Las Vegas. You're in the Philippines. People need money over here. That's what, that's your part of the unspoken agreement. You bring the money here. I'm going to do everything else, but you make sure you bring the money. That's the unspoken agreement. How else are you going to have a woman 30 and 40 years younger than you? Y'all not stupid, man. Y'all know what's going on over here. Y'all just want somebody to say it. You surely couldn't think that a 25-year-old woman in the prime of her life wants your 65-year-old ass because you're nice looking and intelligent. That's not why they're with us. I mean, you know, I talk about this all the time because people don't seem to get it. He said, I love you, now pay up. Yeah. I mean, they don't seem to get it. He said, what would be an appropriate amount to give the family? Well, you don't have to really give them nothing, but don't get in the way of her helping. If you with the woman, let's see, golden medal, because a lot of us, we retire our woman. We take her out of the workforce. We say, I don't want you working 10 hours a day, earning, $5,000 a month. So if a woman's earning $5,000 a month, she's probably giving her family $4,000 per month. Okay, just replace that. Say, okay, since you're hanging with me all the time, we're traveling all over Boracay, Bohol, Palawan, and all that. Here's the $5,000 to give to the family since you're not working anymore. Or if you take her back to her country, now she's got a good job, you let her send whatever she wants to send home. Let me talk about it's just, okay, remember Mr. Passport King said, I have to remind myself that they were taking care of themselves before I met them. You were taking care of your bills before you met the girl. Now all of a sudden you're going to take her over there and say, oh no, that money's for the house. We got to pay our own bills. No, let that girl send her family some money over there. You're going to have problems, man, if you don't. He said, good common sense stuff. Thank you, because unfortunately common sense is not common. Yeah, I don't know what people are thinking when they come over here, Lawrence, that these attractive young women want you for nothing. You can't get a date in your home country. You got the memo. Hey, these young attractive women, I can get a date with one over in the Philippines, but guess what? It's going to cost you. What we got to figure out is how much does it cost? Don't bring your Western thinking over here because you're going to spend way too much. That's a part of knowing what the culture is. The first thing you should know is how much money is this woman used to having anyway. That's a good starting point, don't you think? If you're saying, okay, well, how much money are you used to having on a monthly basis? And she tells you 10,000 pesos, and then you come over here and spend 150,000 pesos for a diamond ring. See, you're going overboard. That's where you should start. Then you'll get an idea. All you got to do is look around. When you go to meet the family, you're going to see where she comes from. Why buy her a brand new iPhone? That's you doing that. That's you doing that, man, okay? These women don't want, that's simple, really. We're the ones who've messed the game up by bringing the Matrix over here. You pay $150,000 for that engagement ring if you want to. Before you even take off, before you even get to the damn, what they talk about, your cruising height in the plane, it's in the pawn shop. Because they're saying, why did he buy me this expensive thing? What am I supposed to do with it? If I wear it around here, somebody's going to cut my damn finger off to get it. Let's see if they know it's real. We do all that crazy stuff. Taking them to the mall, buying them all this expensive stuff. You don't even know what the woman's used to. Find that out first. That's all you got to do. And then, guess what? If you just doubled, imagine if you just doubled that. If she's used to getting $10,000 a month, if you say, okay, I'm just going to spend $20,000 a month on her then, how happy should she be? She's going to be very happy. But you think you got to do more because you're trying to impress her. You're trying to buy the woman. When I did my video on don't lead with your wallet, what I was talking about was don't try to buy these women. Stop treating them like prostitutes. They're not prostitutes. That's what I was talking about. But we really have to have money over here when you're dealing with a Filipino. Okay, because a lot of us don't have anything else to lead with. If you're 73 years old, man, what makes you think a 23-year-old woman wants to deal with you? It's because of your money. That pension makes you look sexy. Jacob Times, they said we're all stunners. A pension makes you a stunner. But for some reason, guys act like they don't get that memo. I'm saying don't treat the woman like a prostitute, because she's going to feel like a prostitute. That's why they'll say, oh, you don't have to do that for me. I don't want that. You coming on too strong. Coming over here, paying all that money for that stuff. You're disrespecting the woman. Slow down, man. Let her earn it. Yeah, it ain't for your good looks. He said, exactly. Same as everywhere else, just cheaper. In the Philippines, well, it's profound over here. It's right there in your face. But we come over here and we act like we don't know that. And then you can get guys, I'm not paying for nothing. There was a guy on here, my other live stream. I'm just going to smash and dash. Yeah, you don't realize the universe is watching. You're going to get what's coming to you. He said, we're pricing ourselves out of the market, making them superstars overnight. Yeah, because we don't think people are watching. They are watching what you do for her. And see, what's really putting it out there and showing what we're spending is these Filipino vloggers, these new ones. They're really out here living the high life. And their friends see it. They're like, wow, look at little Maria. She was scrambling and scraping to get by like us. Now look at her. She's buying a family house, building a house for a family. She got a new car. You know, look at all the fancy clothes. Look at the live streams. But you can't blame them. You got to blame us for doing it. Man, we're charting a dangerous course over here. It's nowhere like it was when I came over here in 2009. Even if you consider inflation, man, we done lost our minds over here, man. It's getting to the point where you look at it like, man, it's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny anymore. It's like there's no way that you should be spending that kind of money, but it's your money. I can't tell grown men what to do. I'm just trying to tell you how silly you look doing it. You're going to need that money over here. She can live on less. You can't. She can eat dried fish and rice. Or she can eat rice and vegetables. You're not going to want to do that. But you're coming over here, man. It's crazy. Especially when you have no skins in the game. See, this is what's going on. Remember they talking about, there's a lot of younger guys coming over here. They're the biggest fools. It ain't the older men anymore. Go on Rafi Tufo. It's these young guys in their late 30s, early 40s who would never have a woman in their country. They come over here, they get these young girls, 20, 23, 24, and they go crazy. The last guy I saw on Rafi Tufo, he's crying on Rafi Tufo. He couldn't have been no more than, I'm giving him 40. He probably wasn't that old. And he done went into debt over this little Filipino. 2 million pesos he done gave her. In a span of 6 months or something? And they're doing the long distance relationship stuff. These is young guys doing that. These aren't the old guys. You can't blame it on the old guys anymore. The last 2 people I seen on Rafi Tufo were young Americans. Neither one was 40. One guy gave the woman $12,000. He got half his money back. Rafi Tufo gave him half his money back. I guess he felt sorry for him. But these are the young guys. I was watching a video. We're glad to get some new youth in over here now. Y'all making the same stupid mistakes that the old guys is making. The guy, he went in debt. He still owes the money. He's borrowing and everything. Now the woman ended up with 2 other men over here. A Filipino man and another foreigner. Yeah. Because he's way over there and he's made it so easy. She knows she got him in the palm of his hands. She probably done sucked his dick or something. He ain't had his dick sucked forever. You know. And that's what she did. You know. To the balls. Because that's what they'll do. They know us. They know what to do. And then we'll start giving money. They're not asking for nothing. Student went into debt. You know, he had some type of business. You know. And he's crying. Tears on Robbie Tubo. Robbie Tubo's like, well, what do you want me to do? You want your money back? Oh, no, she don't have no money. Well, what do you want, man? Why you on here, stupid? Yeah, a walking lottery ticket. But my point is, this guy is not old. These are the young guys doing this. 2 million. Like, wow. Hey, Samuel. He said, hey, bro, Cal. He said, I always appreciate your content. And also, I just joined your channel. I'm the bro in San Juan. Yeah, I know who you are, Samuel. He said, we met at the meet and greet in Angelo's. Yeah, I just told everybody. And told them about your workout routine. And how, I mean, this guy's not in good shape. This guy's in great shape. He's 70 years old. He'll run circles around me. Because I uploaded a workout video from yesterday, and my regular viewers will get it in the morning. But y'all don't look at those videos. Those are the videos that you should watch. Because you should be doing that when you get over here. Man, do you think it's a party every day over here? Man, you better find you something to do over here. It gets real quiet over here. That's why I like the Philippines. It doesn't get...
Because we're going to a city mall.
Oh, y'all going to City Mall? Okay. Most of the people over here, man, you know, the Philippines doesn't get the credit for the peace and serenity that's over here. And a lot of guys, as you get older, that's what you want. Remember, we want the 3 P's. Piece of ass, piece of chicken, and a piece of man. You know, that's what we want. And you get that over here, but you better have some type of routine. But yeah, these young guys, man, they're making us look bad over here. He said, yeah, you can get bored real quick. That's right. He said the tenderoni turned him out. They turn a lot of us out, man. I mean, they'll go all the way to the nuts. They will turn you out. I was turned out by the young girls that told me she was 22, she was 18. Hell, I spent $23,000 on, actually $28,000 on an engagement ring because I had to pay $5,000 to get it out of the damn pawn shop. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm not just making shit up. They're going to pawn that damn ring before your flight even reaches cruising altitude. It's already in M. Lawyer. He said, Cal, why you bashing us young guys? I'm not. Y'all know I'm playing. No, you know I'm not playing. They're younger over here now. Because these women, yeah, he was crying. And Robbie too, for what a fool, yeah. But he knows that.
Daddy, I want vitamins.
Okay, get it. He knows that Robbie Tufo, if Robbie Tufo don't do anything else, he gonna hook you up with another woman. There's millions of women that watch that channel. And every time an American goes on there, a foreigner loses money, he gets inundated with dating requests. Because they see the kind of money he done spent on the other woman. They want that money. They're mad. They're more angry at the woman than they are at the foreigner. They're like, lady, you done blew that. I would do anything. I've been on this damn dating site. My profile's dusty as hell. Nobody's contacting me. I want a foreigner like that to give me money and take care of me. You get the opportunity and you mess it up. You're going to make it harder for me to meet somebody now. Because all them women on them dating sites, there's so many fake profiles on them dating sites that good women go unnoticed over there. If you think I'm playing, go on Raj and Ismi's channel. Ismi was on the dating sites before she met Roger. Guess what she said? Nobody ever contacted her. Now this is when she was younger. She looks good now, so imagine what she looked like, before she had kids and all that. Nobody even, she said, I got off because nobody ever contacted me. So they see these fools, and all the fools over here, they want that. Yeah, Ralphie Tufos, he's a senator now. He's a lawyer, but he's the biggest YouTuber over here. He's got like 28 million subscribers or something. Something crazy like that. But they don't talk about the money he makes and the money he earns. Okay? He's getting the bag. He's probably filthy rich off YouTube. They make a joke. This is how you know people are ignorant. When you see these trolls and these haters, they'll get in the comments talking about, oh, he needs YouTube to squeak by right. They don't realize the money that people are earning on YouTube. They think YouTube is just some kind of joke. That's why I ignore them. I'm like, you have no clue. Dude, they needed to squeak by. You think some of these bloggers over here is earning 10 and 20,000 a month. Jason, what's up, man? Long time. He said, Sunshine Shoulders doing what he does best, bringing the real nitty gritty, man. Thank you. This guy's way back. I believe he's the one that told me to start doing live streams.
Are you done now?
I'm almost done. Get out of here. He says social media has changed the game for dating in the Philippines. Now more Filipinos have the false entitlement due to all this online validation. Yeah, but even if you came over here, okay, see, me and Marilyn, man, y'all got to realize we've been together almost 6 years. This house is only 3 years old. So for the first 3 years, there was no house. There was none of that. There was no YouTube channel. There was none of that. But I still had raised her standard of living way up there. Hell, and I only had like $1,400 a month or something like that. $1,600. You don't need to come over here and break the bank to make, these women happy, man. Because y'all don't understand the struggle. You're bringing the matrix over here. You're thinking, okay, I spent $200 on a date over there. I got to spend $200 on a date over here. So you take the woman and you stay in the Henan in Boracay, $16,000 a night, when you can stay around the corner at the Airbnb for $10 a night. And she's going to be happy as hell. Or if you go to Dumaguete and you want to stay in one of these fancy places, you can go to the Tip Top for $1,200 a night, and she's over the moon, man. I'll go. She got a real mattress, hot and cold shower, aircon, cable, and Wi-Fi for $1,200. Where are you going to get that in the squatter area? You're not going to get it. Where are you going to get that in the province? You're not going to get it. But we'll come over here and go to the Henning or the Baez Hotel and all that. This is what you guys is booking when you get over here because you don't know any better. And then you go home, you broke. You're like, damn, man, I thought the Philippines was supposed to be cheaper than home. It is. If you know what you're doing. Jason, he said, Naki, Thailand, and the only foreigner here. Funny, but if you want to speak English, please go to the Philippines. It makes a difference to be able to speak to people without an out. Oh, man. But I know it's nice there, right? And I would never compare the Philippines to Thailand. I know better. He said, yeah. He said, you guys seem like a good couple, Cal. That's what's up. But, it takes a while. You're probably not going to hit a bullseye on your first try, Thomas. That's what I talk about all the time. The first one usually not going to work out. It's levels to this because we don't even know what even constitutes a good woman over here. TJ says, man, I hope everyone's doing well on the way to Sapporo outlets before it's onward to Fukuoka. Last stop before I'm back in the land of weed and tacos. Oh, you talking about what? Thailand? He said, yeah, that's where I found mine, Filipino Cupid. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, though. But we think that these dating sites are just, I just pay my subscription and go on there and find me a woman. It's much more than that, man. They've created all kinds of games and stuff, man, to reel you in, man. They said to keep you in that cycle of pay to play. And the basic thing that they do is fill in all of these nice looking, young, attractive profiles. And 3/4 of them ain't real. And you slobbering, man. You chomping at the bit to pay that $29.99. I'm gonna get me one of these women, and it's crickets. None of them ever reply to you because they're not real. And you keep on, and then maybe one scammer or bot to contact you. That's a near miss. I almost got her. I'm gonna keep trying. Next thing you know, you done paid a whole year membership. You out about $500 and ain't got nothing. Michael Beach of Life says, stop chatting with these women and making comments and promises. Yeah, commitments and promises online before you had the chance to hear. This is what they want. They want the commitment online. Anybody who's been following me any period of time would know, I'll tell you, the big mistake we make, we chat them too long. I'm telling you from experience. Either do it this way, one or two ways if you're going to get on that date. You already got, I'm coming to Manila. Well, a week before you get on that plane, now you get on that. Or just wait till you get to Manila, then get on the dating site. That's really the best way to do it. But we chat too long. You see Alex Alexander. I'm not picking on him. I'm just telling you, he said it. Oh, I chatted for a year, he says. Man, you have a lot of money chatting with a woman for a year over here. You don't have to do that. You're not going to know any more about her in that year than you're going to know in that week you chatting. The only difference is you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable at the free. That's all. Because they're not going to tell you anything. They're not going to ask them the tough questions. Has a man ever beat your ass? Are you on drugs? And all that stuff. You're not going to ask the tough questions. How many foreigners you been with? How many men you chatting with? Who else is sending you money? We're afraid to ask them. So you're going to be like Joe Rogan was with Donald Trump the other day. Y'all see that video? Y'all see that? I lost a lot of respect for Joe Rogan, man. And I like Joe Rogan. Like, man, take your gloves off. You got Trump sitting across from you, fool. Ask him some real questions. So damn dick fest they had. A bro fest. A love fest. Like, you got Donald Trump across from you. Put Donald Trump on here with me. I'll put his ass on the hot seat. But that's what we do with the women. We won't take our gloves off. So she doesn't sit there and give you the same general answers, How many kids you really got, lady? How many dicks you done sucked? Tell me, I want to know before I take, all this money and spend it on this ticket and fly all the way over there. I want to know. How many dicks you done sucked, lady? Don't be afraid to ask that stuff, man. It's important. Don't wait till you get over here and find out, oh, she's already had 3 other foreign men. That's a deal breaker. Man, my heart would be broke if I found that out. If she'd have been dug out 3 times, turned out 3 times, and now You know, of course she gonna love you. Because she knows it might be my last chance. But we too nice. We too nice, man. That's all I'm saying. Wait till you get over here. Yeah, he said Joe Rogan's getting raped here. He came off like a punk. I couldn't believe it, man. Joe Rogan, of all people, man, you know good and well you're supposed to ask Trump some real shit. That's Jeffrey Epstein's partner. You know, they didn't even ask him about that. Like, dude, what was you doing on that island and on them planes and stuff? I mean, at least ask him that. Did you fool around with any of them young women, Trump? Man, it was a glazing session. A dick fest. That's all it was. But yeah, guys, I got to get off here. We're going to the city mall with the kids. Thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up. Yeah, he said tough questions get tough answers. Yeah, put them on the hot seat. If you're chatting with a woman now, you better start asking those questions. Don't wait till you get over here, because it's eventually going to come out. It eventually is going to come out. You know, it's guys over here right now. Do you think I would deal with a woman? Now, this is a double standard, but so what? The man with he with the gold makes the rules. It's a double standard, but do you think I'm going to deal with a woman over here who's already had a foreigner? I'm sorry, man. It's different over here, man. Filipinos, they love hard. They're going to bend over backwards. He's going to take her through the ringer. And she's going to be mad now because it didn't work out. So you're going to pay for everything he did, I didn't do. I don't want that. I don't want that over here, man. My money deserves better than that. But y'all can have whatever you want to have. Some guys right now watching me now, loving a woman that's already had foreigners before, already been turned out. I don't want that. I'm sorry. Hey, you're welcome, Jeffrey. Yeah, I got to get off here, man. I appreciate all y'all support. Look for that workout videos coming in the morning. If you remember my channel, it's already there. But I've got another video when I was coming back from Dumageddon. It's outside and stuff. I haven't released that yet. But we were supposed to go on vacation, man, but don't look like we're going to be able to. It's another typhoon coming. I hope the guy said he heard it veered away from the Philippines. I hope he's telling the truth. Because, man, I'm getting cabin fever here. But take care, y'all. There's some good football games on. But get tough with them women online, man. Are you going to regret it? He said Joe Rogan is Trump's fanboy. That's true, man. I was shocked, man. I'm like, okay, Joe Rogan get ready to grill this fool. Man, Joe Rogan jacked the man off.